Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my lifestyle favorites over the past month of September. I love filming these videos. I feel like they're really helpful to kind of decipher what of all the things that I've shown you over the past month, even last month, what I'm actually loving. So I show a lot of things. Some of them are first impressions, some of them they're things that I just recently tried or whatever, and I want to make sure that I'm kind of looping you back in and telling you of the things that I've showed you what have been my staples this past month. I think these are so helpful in just kind of deciding if there was something that you saw over the past month or so on my channel and you're curious to see, okay, she's still using it, how often, does she love it, da 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 da. So I love making these videos. I think they're super helpful. So let's go ahead and dive in. I have a ton of different products: skincare, makeup, hair care, and a lot of randomy bits and bops as well. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So let's start with skincare. It's one of my favorite categories, and it's been kind of the biggest struggle I've had over the past month. I have dealt with so many issues with my skin. I don't know, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with stress and the changing weather, but I've just been kind of going through it. So with that, I decided to change up my routine a little bit. So I have been loving this Foreo Luna. I recently purchased this from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, but I was using like the mini travel one for a while that only had like, I want to say 30 uses or something like that. No, not even 30 uses, but it was so many uses, but I lost it and it just was, I knew it was about to run out because I've had it for so long. So once I had found and fell in love with that mini one, I knew I wanted to invest in one that could be rechargeable. So this is the one I decided to go with. Obviously, it really helped because it was on sale, but I know that Sephora is about to have their beauty sale coming up soon as well. So check them out if you are curious to try out one of these guys. I've been thoroughly impressed. I typically use it just at night when I've had makeup sitting on my skin for a while and I kind of really want to deeply cleanse it. I was using it every single night. Now I'm not using it every single night, but I'm using it just when I feel like it's necessary. I really like this. It is slightly exfoliating because it does have these little ridges on it, or little like fingers, silicone fingers, but it's not so abrasive because it is like very gentle little silicone fingers, but also it's sanitary because of the fact that it's not like a brush, and bacteria really can't live in silicone like this. So that is amazing. The whole reason I love this over, well, I don't even think they make Clarisonic anymore. So I really do recommend, if you've been thinking about getting a Foreo, I highly recommend it. And the cleanser that I've been using it with is the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I was just like using a traditional regular cleanser for a while, and then I just started realizing like, I think I need to move to a more acne fighting cleanser. So little story time, I had my child almost, oh my gosh, 2.5 years ago at this point, and I feel like my hormones have finally balanced out. I've always had acne prone skin except for when I was pregnant or postpartum with my son. So I don't know if I'm back to my acne prone normal self or if this is just a fluke and a weird thing that I'm going through right now, but nonetheless, I wanted to kind of switch up and add some more acne fighting products into my routine, and I felt like the easiest way to do that was this cleanser, or was with a cleanser. So I started looking, and I've actually never tried CeraVe, however you pronounce it. I've actually never tried it, but I figured why not try it? I feel like they have a lot of gentle acne products. When I was using acne products, I was using like harsh acne products. So I wanted something that was a bit more gentle, and this one does that. So it's the Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser. For normal skin, it gently cleanses, exfoliates while softening and soothing skin, non-comedogenic, non-drying, non-irritating. It's made with ceramides and salicylic acid. So it's going to help with like, it's not gonna like strip your skin because it has ceramides in it. So I really do like that. It's fragrance free. And I feel like between salicylic and benzoyl peroxide, salicylic works a little bit better for me in my opinion. So this is a nice foaming cleanser. You can tell I've used this much. I use this just at night. I don't really wash my face a ton in the morning. It just depends. But I always rinse it with water, but I don't always cleanse it just because my skin has gotten a lot drier. since having a baby as well, but also this new climate that I'm dealing with. But I have been really impressed with this guy. So yes, if you're looking for a good acne cleanser and you have more mature skin that's dry, try this out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It does foam, but not in like a stripping foaming way. Okay, so speaking of hydration, this guy I finally broke down and tried it. It is the Coast RX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. So yes, it's snail secretion. I used this, or like products like these, a ton when I lived in Japan. I would go to Korea and I was obsessed with their skincare, and they use a lot of snail mucin in their skincare. And this one I really liked because it's almost like as if like an essence had a baby with like the ordinary hyaluronic acid serum. It's so good. It's thick, but it's light, or not thick. It's like, it's thicker than a traditional essence. It's like a toner essence serum all in one. I love this. It layers beautifully under all of my other skincare. I don't have any pilling, which I was nervous about. This is like claims to help with like acne scarring, fine lines, all of that. I do feel like I haven't noticed those in the almost half bottle that I've used, but I have just noticed an amplified like hydration and like plumpness to my skin. So I've been really loving this. So if you've been in the market for kind of like that in-between step, especially going into winter, just extra hydration, because this is an essence, it helps with the rest of the products that you're going to put on to just penetrate a little bit deeper. And layering skincare, especially hydrating skincare, is always good if you suffer with dry skin. So highly recommend this guy. It's lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't pill underneath my makeup, which is my criteria. All right, and then this guy. I know I made a whole sponsored video on this, and this is not sponsored, but you guys, I have been using this for over a month and I've already seeing results. This is the Kenzie Ice IPL like laser hair removal. I will link the video that I made up in the cards as well as down below. I know it's sponsored and I know a lot of people don't love sponsored videos, but it is honestly really good, which is why I decided to work with them to begin with. So I do have a code if you're curious to check this one out. I have used the original one. I prefer the ice one over the original because of the design of the handle and this like little ice thing. I don't know, it keeps it cool while you're doing your laser hair removal. Watch that video if you've been on the fence about laser hair removal. It is painless. It is so easy and so simple. I show you my routine, tell you how I do it, and now is the perfect time to do this because you want to use it on your normal skin and not like sunless tan skin or regular tan skin. So I've been hitting this hard every single Sunday. I'm obsessed and I'm already starting to see results. So I'm gonna keep you posted on my journey with this, but if you have not checked out that full video, again, links down below, and there is a coupon code in that video. So go ahead and check out that video if you have not already. I've been in love with this and I am literally so excited to not have to shave as much or hopefully ever in the future. So you can use this anywhere below the lip. So yes, all of it. It's good. All right, so let's move into hair. I had recently bleached or like gone more lighter with my hair, done a full set of highlights, and have noticed that my hair just turns yellowy orange really, really quick. I just have that natural undertone and I prefer like not so ashy, but like a little bit cooler of a blonde. And I've done a little bit of research and realized that there's a couple things that can turn your hair more brassy quicker. First being a shower head filter. So I have bought one, but I've only used it, like I can only really speak on it. I've probably used it like 4 times. I don't wash my hair very often. So I have had it for almost a month now, but I don't wash my hair that often. I only wash it like twice a week. So I haven't seen the full results for that, so that's why I kind of wanted to wait on that guy. But I have been loving it so far. But this guy, I was looking on Amazon for the best like purple mask to kind of treat my hair. I had used purple shampoo in the past. I've used purple conditioner, but I wanted more of like a mask that was going to give me longer results. And this one is amazing. So my issue with purple shampoo is I feel like it's slightly drying and stripping of the hair. I don't know, I just noticed it's a little bit dry. My problem with purple conditioner is I feel like it deposits conditioner into the hair and it weighed my hair down with the ones that I've tried anyways. I've tried the Kristen S one. I like the results. I just feel like I don't know, the conditioner weighed down my hair, and then the other part of it is my brassiness is always towards the top and not towards the bottom, so I really didn't need a full conditioner. But this mask is actually a hydrating mask that is like a conditioner step. So you wash your hair and then you get out of the shower and then you apply it. I've shown it in a recent vlog. It's intense. It doesn't stain things though, in my opinion anyways. Like, it didn't stain my shower or tub. I did get it on my rug and it was easy to wash out, and my robe as well. Like, I didn't have any issues with that. It's messy. That's the only thing. It's not a super convenient product to use, so keep that in mind. Like, it's a once a month sort of thing, and I do it, and the results are phenomenal. My hair feels soft as well, like, because it's deep conditioning. Sorry, I should probably say it's the Bold Unique. Removes brassy and yellow tones, moisturizes and replenishes dry and damaged hair, cruelty-free, vegan, sulfate-free, paraben-free. This stuff, if you have blonde hair, you're going to love it. You can leave it on for as little as 3 minutes, I want to say, and as long as like 5 minutes. And if you want purple, go like 10 to 20 minutes is what they say. But I have been thoroughly impressed with this. You really only need to put it where you want it. My first time I put it everywhere, and I did pull a little purple underneath, but nothing crazy, and it does wash out. And if you do go a little too purple, they say just get in your shower and do a couple shampoos and it'll kind of rinse out. So it is depositing color in your hair still, but not in a weighed down feeling for me anyways. So I have been loving this product and will definitely repurchase this once it like runs out. But they also just like, I feel like, are a good company. This is like made of recycled plastic. They stand by their product. If you don't love it, I don't know. Everything about this product, when I was looking at it, I was like, yes, yes, and yes. So very happy that I tried that out. Another thing to do with hair are Velcro rollers. Now, ever since I cut my hair short, I was struggling with like how I like to wear it. And for a while it was just curls, middle part curls. And then I started loving and finding people online that did like those big voluminous sort of like blowouts with short, I wouldn't even consider my hair short, medium length hair, and I fell in love with it. So I started putting Velcro rollers back into my routine, and I had to go with a more medium-sized ones compared to the large when I had longer hair, because it would give like more curl to my larger hair because I had longer hair, you know what I mean? So I needed to go with a smaller roller. So I really love these. I ran over to Amazon and they had a pack. And I used large rollers still on the top of my head, and then I used the medium ones throughout the length of my hair. I do have a full routine on my channel, but it was when I had longer hair. So the thing I love with this size is I can control the amount of curl that I get based on the size of the curling iron that I use. So I have a 1.5 inch wand, and curling iron, and that's what this does. Just really loose, like just basically like I don't know how to explain it. Not a curl, just kind of like volume, right? Or not even volume, just body to your hair. And now if I use it with a 1 inch curling iron, I get more curls at the bottom in a much more voluminous look. So it just depends on what you want, but both set with these same rollers gives you a different look. So if you feel like you're not achieving what you want to achieve with your Velcro rollers, I know some people don't use any heat. I know some people use a straightener. I use a curling iron, and then I just set it with this, curl it, set it, and then do my makeup, and then take it out when I'm done. And you can get a completely different look depending on what size of a curling iron you use. So keep that in mind. If you're not happy with the results of your rollers, it might be what you're using to curl your hair with first. So love the looks I've been getting with these, and I've been obsessed with Velcro rollers again. All right, let's move on to makeup, beauty, I don't know, nail polish basically. So I have fallen back in love with painting my nails and finding new colors. I was really stuck on Essie's Let's Be Friends, that like white pinky nude or white pinky color for like what feels like 2 years. I don't know, I was obsessed with it. And then I just started recently branching out, and I started using the Essie Gel Couture line. I found a color that I was absolutely in love with, and then I decided or two colors. Then I decided to branch out to more, and this one I grabbed for just a very nude, natural look. It's what I'm wearing on my nails right now. It literally doesn't even look like I'm wearing nail polish. This is 3 coats, but with 1 coat, 2 coats, it's literally just a clean look to your nails, and I love it. This is not as shiny because it's been on my nails for a while now. This is the color 10 Sheer Fantasy. It's very, very sheer, but but I've honestly been loving that like clean look. It goes with everything. I am gonna switch to a darker color, and I already have worn it once from the Estee Gel Couture line as well. But I know I've been wearing this the most, so that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. But I've really been impressed with the Estee Gel Couture line in general. I know I featured them in my last favorites video because they're good, and this is a new color that I tried and I'm obsessed with. So highly, highly recommend this color if you're looking for just a very like natural, like no nail polish look on your nails, just clean. This is it. But I also ran out of my base coat this past month, and I re-picked up this guy and fell in love with this. I feel like I used to use this back in college. So good. This is the Orly Bonder. It's a rubberized base coat. So it basically feels kind of like rubber on your nails, which grips the nail polish to your nails. I love this. It's my favorite. I feel like I forgot about it, and then I was like randomly running out of base coats, and I was doing an Ulta pickup, and so I realized that I searched Ulta, and Ulta carries the Orly line, which I don't think Target does, which is why I just like hadn't picked it up in a hot minute, because I feel like when I run out of base coat, I don't like think about it. I just am like, whatever I see, I grab. But this stuff is one of my favorite products of all time. I really want to try some more Orly polishes, because I don't have any Orly polishes, and I can't say that I've ever tried an Orly color. I could be wrong, but I don't remember. But this base coat is amazing. It just helps your nail polish stay on a little bit longer and protects if you're using dark colors from like that yellowing effect on your nails. So absolutely love that guy, and I'm so happy that I refound it. And then we have 2 lip products. I have been wearing lip products a bit more recently. I just have kind of like a gloss on my lip today, but these have been what I've been reaching for if I want just a very basic lip. I've had these in my collection for a hot minute now, but these are so comfortable on the lips. They are their lip oils, I want to say. Tinted lip oil. So these are from Merit Beauty, which they had sent me a while ago. You can also find Merit Beauty at Sephora, which is awesome. They're a very like clean, natural line. They're very like minimal, simplistic, and when I got these, I wasn't wearing a ton of lips, so I wasn't like gravitating towards them, but then I pulled them back out. I always just like go through my little lip drawer and like see what I want to wear for the day. And this one made it into my purse all month. So yeah, you can tell they're good. They look very similar up close, and they kind of are, which is why I'm bringing them together, because I feel like they're very similar in shade. But this is Pink Beet and Marrakesh. The Pink Beet is a little more peachy, and then, or more pinky, and then the Marrakesh is, I think, a little more soft, like peachy sort of color. Very, very similar, but very comfortable on the lips. They give a sheer wash of color, nothing too crazy, but they feel like so good. So I was always kind of hesitant to try lip oils for that fact. I figured when they would warm up, they would kind of like migrate all over my face, but not the case with these. Absolutely love these. I really like a lot of things from Merit Beauty. Their mascara wasn't my favorite, but their like all-in-one stick foundation concealer thing was my go-to when I was at home with Arlo when I was recovering from having a baby. That was just simple, it was quick, it blended so amazingly. So if you haven't checked out Merit Beauty, they're a nice clean beauty line found in Sephora now, and I absolutely love their lip products. So check them out if you're in the market for a new lip color. All right, let's talk fashion. My fashion favorites this month, I'm not gonna lie, are super horrible. And not horrible, they're just very basic. And that's just because I don't really know why. I felt like I shared a lot in the past couple months, and I've been really wearing whatever I have. I did just do a big H&M order that I'm obsessed with pretty much every piece. Hello, this one. But it hadn't been long enough to be like, oh, I've worn it enough to like feature in my favorites. They'll probably be in my next favorites though, the entire collection that I picked up. But I have a couple that I do want to share with you. So the first one being this little Target button up. I learned button up versus button down. So button up means that it doesn't have the button here to pin down to the shirt. Button down is when it has the thing. So in case you're wondering, in case you were curious, someone enlightened me on that, because I wear them all the time and had no idea how to say them. So this is a button up from Target's new Future Collective. If you can get this button up, it is so good. I love the red piping, which is so fun. It's more of a structured fabric. It's perfectly oversized. I did get mine in an extra small, Awesome for leggings and things like that because it does cover the front and the bum. This button down or button up has been one of my favorite pieces and I've worn it a million times. I absolutely love this. So if you can still get your hands on it, highly recommend picking it up. They have a lot of other cute things from that line, but that's the only one that I kept. I did order a lot, but that is the only one that I kept because the quality of that is freaking phenomenal. But it is one of those shirts that once it gets wrinkled, you need to use like starch and an iron to get it really crispy. But once you do that, it lasts crispy for a while. So yes, so good. Okay, I can't believe I'm showing my underwear on YouTube. These are the little Amazon workout underwear that everyone talks about it. They're perforated. They're so good. And the reason why I love these specifically, they say they're seamless. I mean, they have a seam on the side, so they're not really seamless, but they don't really show under my leggings at all. What I love the most about them is they stay. They don't roll. So I have a bunch from Victoria's Secret that are truly like seamless, but they roll on me under my leggings specifically. So I'll wear them like normally, have no issue, but these are my favorite under leggings because they have like a more weighted, thick pressed band that stays where it's supposed to stay. It doesn't roll on me. One thing I will say, I think I got these in a size small. Yes, they stretch out throughout the day. They go back once you wash them, but they stretch out throughout the day from like pulling them up and down, obviously. So you could technically size down if you're like kind of borderline in between sizes, but I didn't just because I don't like that sort of like push in. But towards the end of the day, they're like way looser than when I started. They're not gonna like roll or fall down or anything like that, but they just tend to stretch throughout the day. But I love these. They're just comfortable, they're nice. They come in a variety pack of a bunch of different colors. I've been meaning to share these forever, like literally forever. I got these at Amazon Prime and I haven't shared them. They're affordable nonetheless, no matter when you get them, but these are really good. These are really good. They're comfortable. They're comfortable underwear. I love them. They're probably not that sexy, but you know, I don't care. All right, and then we've got my infamous Boston clogs by Birkenstock. You guys know I love, I have a Spider-Man sticker on the bottom of my shoe. I love my original Birkenstock sandals. I wear them all the time, but now that it's getting cold and I live in a place that is actually cold, I wanted to grab these. I hesitated for a while and then I was like, when I wanted them, they were nowhere to be found, which I still think they're nowhere to be found. So if you can get your hands on them, I say get your hands on them. They are expensive for what they are, but I'm gonna wear the heck out of these things. You can wear them with socks if you prefer. I have worn them with socks like once, but typically I just wear them plain. The quality is amazing. I love everything about them. I will say that the dupes I've been seeing, they seem like this material is hard. So I don't know how that would feel like rubbing on your foot. These are so soft. Like they already feel like I've worn them a million times. I really have. They're so good. I'm obsessed with these guys. So I'm really happy that I was able to find them for the fall season. All right, let's get into some entertainment, some random other favorites. All right, so for entertainment, what I've been loving for shows this past month that I finished like so fast was The Flight Attendant. They released season 2 on HBO. So freaking good, so addicting, so just like pulls you in. You want to keep watching more. It's so good. So highly recommend trying out Flight Attendant if you have not already and you're looking for a good show. It is on HBO, so you do have to pay for it, but so worth it. The writing and the connection and just the character building and everything is just so good. So absolutely love that show. Highly recommend if you're looking for some good TV to binge when it's starting to get cold. Okay, the next girl I want to talk about, she's an Instagram person that I follow, and her name is Tessa Romero. I'm gonna link her like Instagram name down below. She is someone that I feel like, so she's a mother of, I want to say 3 kids, and she helps just not shame you into feeling like you should be doing more, but kind of like addresses those mindsets that we all have as mothers that sometimes we're afraid to talk about, like being burnt out, being overwhelmed, feeling like you're always the default parent, that you have to do everything. And you know, I feel like sometimes there's so much hate that goes into mothering and so much judgment in life in general. But she kind of talks about the switch of your mindset that you have the ability to change. So I cannot recommend her enough. When I see her on my feed, I just take a minute to read what she says, and it really just kind of shifts my mindset. Like, I'll be like making dinner and I'm like, oh, why do I have to make dinner every night? I'm so annoyed. And switching your mindset, I get to make dinner for my family. I'm able to put food on my table and make my family a wholesome, healthy, cooked meal. Like, changing your mindset in that, or like packing for a trip, right? Because we know moms typically do that. Packing for a trip, making sure your little one has everything. Instead of feeling like, why do I have to do this? Why does this have to, you know, da 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 da. Instead of, I get to pack for him knowing exactly what he wants and knowing that he's going wherever he's gonna go and he's gonna have everything he needs, down to which stuffed animal and blanket, because I know, because that's a mother's love. It just talks about shifting that mindset and having control over that mindset. It truly is so powerful, and it's small and it's simple, and she doesn't make you feel like your thoughts are wrong, but just how to shift into a more positive way, but not in a cheesy, like, gross way. I don't know how to explain it. If you're a mom, check her out. If you don't already, she just brings some positivity to my life, so highly recommend her. All right, let's talk miscellaneous. The first thing, branching off of the fact that I was just saying about healthy meal, we got a dining room table, and I am literally so excited about this dining room table. We've eaten all of our meals up there at dinner, and it just feels more connected. I grew up at a dining room table, but then when we started getting into high school, we just ate on the couch. And we ate on the couch ever since I met Scott and moved to Dallas. We didn't have room for a dining room table. We had a bar, like countertop bar, but we didn't have room for a dining room table. We moved here, we had space for a dining room table, and I knew I wanted to get one, but I wanted one that was affordable because we're gonna move again. We're renting here, so it's hard when you buy furniture and you're renting for multiple reasons. A, if you have a 2-year-old, you don't wanna buy super nice furniture because you know. And then B, when you're renting, it's like you don't want to buy stuff that fits just in this space that might not fit in your more forever home. So we wanted something that was borderline affordable, but we know dining room tables are expensive. So I went to All Modern. They are owned by Wayfair. So we went with the dining set from All Modern. I wanted to kind of like switch it up and do like the table from one place and the chairs separately, but I was just like, you know what, let's just do it. And I liked All Modern over someplace like Living Spaces. They have really cute, affordable dining sets as well, but they're made with like particle board, whereas this one that I got is made with all wood. So it's just gonna give you a longer quality, and you can sand it down and refinish it if you need to. So I loved that concept with this table. So I will link it down below if you guys are in the market for a good dining room table that's affordable. Check out All Modern. I was really impressed with their shipping. It was so quick, and it was super easy to put together, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And it really goes well with our furniture that we have from West Elm. We have a lot of the mid-century modern, which is why I didn't want a mid-century modern table, because it looked like we just went to the showroom and we're like, we'll take everything. Our bedroom furniture is All Modern, All Modern is mid-century modern from West Elm, and so is most of our furniture downstairs. So I wanted something a little bit different but still fit in the, you know, the vibe of our house. So I've really been excited about cooking and eating dinner at that table. It's been so much fun. Speaking of cooking though, I have been obsessed with making my own hummus again. I used to make my own hummus a lot back in college, but it wasn't as good. I have a Vitamix blender, which I think that is partially why my hummus gets so smooth, but I think you can do it in a food processor as well. But making your own hummus is so freaking easy, so affordable, but it also is so much better for you. I feel like when you look at the ingredients on hummus that you get from the store, it's like oil is the first ingredient, and that should not be the case. I think I used 2 tablespoons of oil in my entire like recipe. It's just kind of crazy that they use so much oil, and I know it's creamier and all of that, but it's just higher in fat and not as good for you as making your own, obviously. And it's so much easier than I thought it was. I make a new batch pretty much every single week. I use it on sandwiches, like a spread on sandwiches a lot. It's so good. Also dip veggies in it, all of that, but you can throw roasted red peppers in there, make a roasted red pepper hummus. But I'm gonna leave the recipe that I follow down below. So simple. You probably already have the ingredients besides maybe tahini. You might not have tahini in your house, but You can pick it up at Trader Joe's and it's so good, and I have been obsessed with that recipe. And then last but not least, another food is the Chobani Flips. These have been my like go-to dessert. I'm a midnight snacker. I just am. I don't really eat a lot during the day. And then in the evening, I'm like, give me everything. But that's just kind of how I am. But I know it's because I didn't eat enough during the day. But I'm okay with it because I like to eat at night. So this is the Chobani Flips. I like most of the flavors. The red velvet cake is amazing. The chocolate 5-layer cake is good. This is the peanut butter cup as well. So it just has low-fat Greek yogurt. And then on this side, it's a bunch of like toppings. So like peanut butter cups and just, I don't know, it's the perfect little nightcap to my night. They're anywhere from like 150 to like almost 200 calories. So not crazy bad at all. I love that it has good amount of protein in it. It's just delicious. I think it's really good. So instead of reaching for ice cream, I've been reaching for these, just a little bit healthier. So love these. If you have not tried these from your grocery store, check them out. I go through phases. I feel like I've mentioned them in a past favorites. I go through phases where I'm a really big yogurt lover, and now we're on that phase. So those are all of my favorites. That was a lot, you guys. I had a lot from all categories. I hope you enjoyed. I think these videos are fun to film, and I think, again, with the amount of products that I show here as well as on my vlog channel, I think it can get a little overwhelming to see if I really liked it or not. And the last thing I would want to do, I even fill you in on products that I don't like. I really should add those to these videos, huh? I typically do, though, let you know in a vlog or something like that, like, hey, I actually ended up using this and hating it, or like a specific color was not as good as another one, because the last thing I want to do is recommend a product to you guys that you get and you're like, what in the heck is wrong with this girl? Not every product works for everybody. Not every, not all quality is equal along the line, but generally speaking, I take a lot of pride in the things that I recommend to you guys because, I don't know, I love you guys and I want you to love the products that I love as well, and I do not want to steer you in the wrong direction. So thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for spending, your time with me. And thank you as always for just the constant support and love that you guys give me on this channel and my other channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video.